Order. Welcome to Legal Lounge. I know we look funny today, but we do have Mario on today. And of course, me, Kerensa, as the judge today. And then we have Cody.
I'm Cody.
You mean Kamala? Right?
You're right.
And I'm
you're
Donald.
Right. So we have Mr. Donald Trump and
When
we
I
have
was a young girl.
Miss Kamala Harris. In honor of election
Thank
year
you.
this
Thank you.
year, we as a cast wanted to do a debate, a friendly, funny debate. And then, of course, they're dressed as our presidential candidate today. So,
Can I ask a question before we start?
yes.
Is it going to be friendly, Kamala?
Oh,
What?
Are we going to war right now?
We're going to war.
We're going to war? Let's go.
Well, hopefully
Let's
not
do it.
yet. It depends on who gets
What? The first
chosen.
question?
No, who gets chosen.
we
okay.
should do a coin flip. Who does want to go first? So these are the rules.
Ladies
I'm going.
first.
You can go first.
Ladies first.
Yeah, but
Hey,
we know you don't have any respect for
Hey,
me.
shh. Order. Okay, so these are the rules. I am going to read out the debate topics. You guys each will have 4 minutes to discuss your points. Once you guys have heard each of your guys' points, then you guys can cross-examine and do your rebuttal. So 4 minutes, and then 4. And then I will be the judge on who wins. the
Judge
top-
Judy.
No, I'm just Judge Kerensa. I will be the one that's going to be giving the ultimate, whether if I choose Kamala or choose Donald on the topics. Are we good? Are we ready? So who wants to do the first argument?
Ladies first.
Maybe rock, paper, scissors.
Ladies, I'm a gentleman.
Rock,
I know
paper,
I'm-
scissors.
Okay.
Mr.
Just one
Mr.
time.
Trump, you are not a gentleman.
Rock,
Just
paper,
one time.
scissors, shoot.
Oh, he wasn't ready.
I won.
I mean, she
Rock.
wasn't ready.
All right.
Rock, paper.
Wait. It's 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay.
I'm already having to catch up to this presidential election.
And we have mixed up topics, so primarily we'll be focusing on family law topics. Of course, we are the law office of Brian Fagan. We practice family law, divorce, custody issues, CPS, estate planning, criminal defense, all kinds of stuff. So we did prepare some topics regarding that area, but we do have some couple. Do not cheat, Miss Harris. We do have some couple funny ones too. So, all right, are we ready?
Ready.
So who's going first again, Mr. Trump? Wait.
I won.
Yeah, he
I
gets
won.
to go first.
I won. So you get to go first.
Oh, okay, so he
What?
gets the choice.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Perfect. First topic. Should felons have the right to vote after serving their sentence? Ms. Harris?
I think felons should have the right to vote. Given that you may do a crime, right? I mean, it's different if you're an incompetent felon, But if you have did the time for the crime, you should be able to vote because you go to whatever the crime may be. If it's a little crime or something like that, that doesn't mean that you can't be cognitive enough to talk about or to have a vote in your presidential election or your state elections. I think it definitely plays a part into, the state and your community and stuff, just because I guess you went to jail, making wrong choices doesn't mean that you can't make the right one after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
So I do think that you should be able to after a certain period of time, without any, I think there should probably be a time limit, after a year and a half or 2 years, after 2 years of, getting out and becoming an upstanding citizen, then you should be able to vote. Because whenever you get old, a lot of people create or do crimes at a young age. Or even middle-aged stuff, whenever you get older, that's whenever I think you have more time to sit down and see what exactly or who exactly you would want as your president or as your state candidate, whatever it may be. So, yeah, I do think so.
Okay. Mr. Trump, your turn.
I think a mistake doesn't really have to define the rest of your life. You can have second chances, but what is it? What is voting? It's a right, right? And a crime, what is a crime? It's a violation of rights. So whenever you choose to infringe on others' rights, that makes you someone that it's against people, right? And so you should lose that ability to vote because you took the rights from other people and you make them your own. And now you shouldn't have the ability to vote, right? I think whenever you commit a fraud or anything of the sort, you should be able to get out and live a normal life, right? But you do not represent the majority of the American people or the majority of people that, just want to live a happy life, right? You deserve a happy life too, but you have to understand that after what you did, maybe you're not the right person to choose, right? Even though you can be a good person, but you took the rights away from someone else. And so that's why I believe you shouldn't have the right to vote.
Okay. Ms. Harris. And I just want to reiterate to both of you guys, these are felons, just to make sure we are clear. Not somebody who did petty crime, misdemeanor crime. These are felons. So, closing argument. Go ahead.
Well, he said he believed in second rights, second chances.
Right.
Where's the second chance in that?
You don't have to have a second chance in everything.
Okay,
You
so
get a
you
second
don't,
chance of life.
So you believe in second chances only when it comes to particular things that you get to pick and choose second chances for.
Yeah. I think
But-
that's fair.
But if you're gonna believe in second chances when it comes to that,
Okay.
you can't pick and choose what you come to second chances.
Okay,
Wait, hold on. No, it's not. It's not your turn. It's still my turn, Mr. Trump.
Yes, it is.
Mr. Trump.
Mm-hmm.
So you say they don't represent the majority of Americans. At the time of the crime, they don't. But there's already enough things that felons have to. It's already hard for them to find jobs. They can't have a firearm. They can't do a lot of different things, right? What if the one thing that could actually help the community by choice to help vote on things that could help the United States, that could help your community, your state, and if they want to do good and be impactful in that sense, because we can't turn an ear to the felons that want to do right, that learned from their mistakes, right? There's a lot of different ways that you could become a felon, right? Now, yes, they don't represent the majority of the American citizens per se, but that doesn't mean they can't become part of that majority of American citizens after doing wrong and making it right. So if that's the case, then they shouldn't have a second chance at all. If you're going to pick and choose what you want them to have a say in, why don't you, what does not make it okay for them to be able to vote? Like, why would you not, where's the harm in that? If they tune into the politics, if they learn how to be an upstanding citizen, if they learn how to be a part of their community again, and they want to do good, and they have kids, why would they not want? Why would it be a bad thing for them to allow to vote for the children that they may have, the family that they may have, nephews, nieces? That's all I have to say.
Okay, Mr. Trump, your closing argument.
Is it not a conflict of interest? It is the will of the people that makes the laws, isn't it? So let's say, for example, you have a politician right now saying, oh, okay, I'm going to reduce the penalty for this. And it's the same exact crime that you committed. Obviously, you're going to vote for that person, right? You can sway the laws. You can sway the laws to be in more favor of yourself, right? And the crime that you committed, right? Especially if you're trying to do it again, right? So does it not become a conflict of interest? You have to. You
Okay.
have to. You have to pick and choose, because
Do I get a chance to respond?
No.
a second chance of life can mean a lot of things, right? Being able to drive, have a car, have a job, which is difficult for a lot of felons out there. And I know a lot of people have been trying to get their life back together, and a mistake, a DUI, something like that does not define you. But you see the point of you trying to vote for someone that might lacks the penalty for murder or something like that.
Yeah, I see.
It is a conflict of interest. So you should not have that right for the benefit of the rest of the American people.
So if small business owners are going to vote for somebody who says they're going to do something good in small businesses, that's a
Yes.
conflict of interest, is it
Yeah,
not?
100%.
So small business owners aren't allowed to vote either.
No, they are, but they
Why?
haven't
It's a
infringed any rights.
It's a conflict of interest, though.
They're
But your point wasn't based off of infringement of rights. It was based off of a conflict of interest.
correct. Yes.
That's the problem.
Yeah, but is there not a difference between small business owners and felons? People who have actually
Can
infringed.
a felon be a small business owner?
Yes, he can.
That's my point.
No, that does not make sense.
How does it not make sense?
Because a small business owner has not infringed the rights of other people, of other persons. A felon has.
But there's a
Even to
bunch of
themselves.
white collar crimes, which are millionaires committing fraud,
Yeah.
So
and they,
that's a felon.
and they shouldn't be
felony.
allowed to vote either.
Okay, but if it comes down to a conflict of interest, you could say that about many, many, many things.
Mm-hmm.
You could say that about education, people in the
How?
education force.
How?
Okay, when it comes to education and rebuilding education system, doing things for education in poor poverty places.
Mm-hmm.
Are you just gonna?
I just didn't understand that. I
Okay,
apologize, Mrs. Harris.
So if it comes to a thing where you're saying conflict of interest, right?
Mhm.
But that's not fair. Okay, yes, these people have committed a felon, and that's an infringement of rights. I understand that. But who's to say that just because they've done that in the past, they can have a second chance and start a business that does good? Start being helpful in the community, donating to things that need help. Why do those people still not get a second chance over a mistake that they made one time in their life?
Okay, give 1 more minute.
The problem is if you're worried about a conflict of interest, that has to be applied to everything and not just felons. You can't single-handedly point out.
Why?
Because you can't point out.
How are you going to enforce small business owners not voting for people that might benefit
the
small
same
industry?
way that you would do it for felons?
You can enforce that.
What do you mean?
You can enforce it.
That's what I'm saying. is
Yeah.
You can.
Right.
But if you do that for felons, and if it has to do with conflict of interest, there's many, many, many other people, when it comes to voting, that could vote in support of the favor of themselves.
Does it seem fair?
Which they do that.
Does it seem fair to you that, because I know that if you have the right to vote, you would also have the right to go up for election, right? Is that correct? Can people vote for you if you're a felon? Is that a thing? I should know.
Time up.
Okay.
Dang, and now I gotta make a decision. I'm not gonna lie, I was swaying towards Miss Harris, and then I went back to you about the right, because I don't want felons to have a say-so on law changes to favor the criminals. So
But what about the people? The people vote in favor of themselves anyways. The people that are voting for Mr. Trump.
Argument's
or me.
over. She's deciding.
I know, but she's just missing the entire
Oh,
point. of
because
what
she
I'm saying.
doesn't agree with you? That's why she's
No,
missing
because
it?
you said that, and she just
That's crazy.
She just pinpointed fun. That's fine.
Okay.
That's what you. If that's what you think.
Mrs.
I'm
Judge?
just saying, conflict of interest goes everywhere, not just felons.
which I do agree. But because they're felons though. That's the part.
Chung.
Okay. Order in court. The judgment has been made. I am going to agree with Mr. Trump for this debate topic. I do not think felons should have the right to vote.
Not even
Order
at state level.
Court. Yeah. Well, that's not part of the question.
So forget the felons, I guess.
Thank you for watching another episode of Legal Lounge. If you enjoyed this episode, you can always give our office a call to schedule your free 30-minute consultation with one of our team members. Check the description below and give us a call today.